the Saturday morning's most exciting hour. John Roberts alongside Matthew Thiel for another great Gym Wars. Making his Gym Wars singles competition debut, Mikey Jay takes on wrestling personified Rik Luxury for the Real Internet Championship.
Don't forget Marcus Mack in the corner of wrestling personified. That's a wild card right there.
And a barn burner for our main event. These two have fought tooth and nail over the past weeks here on Gym Wars. Now they go at it into a British rules, rule of sport match. Big country Jody Kristofferson against the British Messiah, Timothy Thatcher.
We'll see if Jody can stand toe-to-toe with the British Messiah.
You got a message from Matt Carlos? Huh? What's that chicken got to say? Slap him!
I got a message from myself. Yeah! I accept your challenge, Rik.
You want to face me? You want to beat me? For real? Hold on. You think that you're some kind of a tough guy all of a sudden? You're nothing but a security guard. You're nothing but a goddamn punk in this ring. Accept your challenge.
Well, here we go, Matthew. Our opening contest getting ready to start, and I'm looking forward to this. Mikey Jay makes his Gym Wars singles debut
against wrestling personified Rik Luxury. You see, every time you say the Real Internet Champion, these little quotation fingers,
it is the real.
You know what? I challenge that. He is the actual, in my book, worldwide Internet Champion. I saw a number of weeks ago him pin Matt Carlos' shoulders to the mat.
Okay, well, look at the belt that he's wearing. Does that look like the purple belt that we all have so much respect for?
Making his way to the ring, being led by his manager, Marcus Mack, from Sin City, Nevada, weighing 214 and a quarter pounds. He is wrestling personified Rik Luxury.
Alright, John Roberts, no, that is not the APW Worldwide Internet Championship. My whole point is that he should be the APW Worldwide Internet Championship.
Well, then why don't you phrase it that way?
Sparky Ballard screwed Rik Luxury out of that championship win.
That is one man's opinion, and in no way reflects the opinion of APW management, APW staff here. I apologize for Matthew Thiel's outburst, folks.
You don't need to apologize. Don't ever apologize for me. You are disallowed from speaking for me, John Roberts. I am perfectly capable of doing it on my own.
Well, there's some disrespect shown to Donovan Troy, our ring announcer, and it looks like we're going to hear from Marcus Mack.
Cut the music. Players and pimps, suckers and simps, chicken heads and scallywags. And this place is always full of dirty, rotten scallywags. My name is the no alternate pink mink of professional wrestling, Marcus Mack. And this man, he is your reigning and defending real worldwide internet champion, wrestling personified Rik Luxury. And tonight, gonna make short work of somebody who has no business being in an APW ring.
Mikey Jay, moments before your big debut, my friend, I have to ask you, APW fans want to know, why did you decide to accept Rik Luxury's challenge?
Why did I decide to accept his challenge? It's simple. He was running his mouth about the Internet Championship again. He's saying how he's the real Internet Champion, and it was making me sick to my stomach, quite honestly, because Matt Carlos is the real Internet Champion, not Rik Luxury. It's that simple.
The other thing, Mikey, weeks ago you got hit with that bogus internet title. A lot of people were wondering how you're feeling after taking that shot to the head.
Well, it knocked me out cold, but you know, I had a headache for days after that, but you know, it just motivated me more. I want to get at Rik Luxury even more. If not because he was bad-mouthing spreading rumors about Matt Carlos. You know, Matt Carlos took me under his wing. He didn't need to do that. I got a lot of extra training from him that I otherwise wouldn't have gotten, and I'm a better wrestler for it. Rik better watch out because, you know, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be the guy I am today.
Mikey, a big test. You're taking on the more experienced Rik Luxury in your APW debut. What is going through your mind taking on such an experienced veteran?
Whoa, hey guys, sorry to interrupt you. Mikey Jay, I overheard, and I think I can answer that question for you because I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen Mikey Jay in the ring, training, here for every boot camp, every single thing we're here, and he's always here, and he's always ready. And you know, Marcus Mack and Rik Luxury, they like to play a lot of tricks. But I let Mikey Jay know what they're all about, and I know he's gonna take care of him. Ain't that right, Mikey Jay?
That's right, man, that's right. APW Gym Wars, Mikey Jay versus Rik Luxury. I know I'm ready. I know I'm pumped.
Do it, baby, let's go, let's go!
Welcome back, wrestling fans. John Roberts alongside Matthew Deal here in the broadcast booth for this exciting matchup.
Here comes Mikey Jay in his singles debut here at Gym Wars against wrestling personified Rik Luxury.
And his opponent from Redwood City, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, he is making his APW in-ring debut, Mikey Jay!
Wow, what a huge reception for Mikey Jay, the newest boot camp graduate here in All Pro Wrestling. Matthew, these fans are electric.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
I know you weren't. You were busy talking to the director. Watch the monitor. It's a huge opening contest here on Gym Wars.
It is a huge opening contest, absolutely. Every time wrestling personified Rik Luxury steps into the All Pro Wrestling ring, it is a huge contest.
Well, we have got a packed house, as you can see here, in the world-famous garage. And this, I can't think of a better way to kick off this week's edition of Gym Wars.
You know, there's something that not a lot of people know about wrestling personified Rik Luxury. You see that headband that he has around his head right there? That was handed down to him from the great Sifu Kinsei. Rik Luxury is a master of many talents in many martial arts. Did you know that?
Are you or your son or daughter celebrating a birthday soon? There's no better way to celebrate a birthday than to throw the birthday person a pro wrestling themed birthday party. We have several packages available, including renting our facility with a customized pro wrestling show. Bring your birthday cake and invite your guests to attend a private pro wrestling birthday party. If you are interested in having All Pro Wrestling be a part of your birthday celebration, give us a call at 510-785-8396 or visit the website at www.allprowrestling.com.
Mixed martial artist.
Just
or
because he doesn't
art.
show you everything that he can do in that ring, John, doesn't mean that he's not a man of multiple talents.
Can he do a roundhouse kick?
Absolutely, but that doesn't mean he needs to do it to impress you? To impress you? Who are you, John Roberts?
Not to impress me, but to impress the fans.
You know what? Let's see if Mikey Jay can impress somebody. Because so far, look at him. Look, he's a freaking pencil. Look at him.
Well, you know what? I do respect Rik Luxury. Don't get me wrong, and I do think that he is quite impressive. But I think that the way that he goes outside of the rules quite often in his matches is disrespectful, not only to his opponent, but to these fans who pay their hard-earned money to see this man at Gym Wars.
You know what? Mikey Jay has huge shoes to step into as the most recent graduate of the APW boot camp. Let's see if he's learned anything. Let's see if he can stand toe-to-toe with an athlete the caliber as wrestling personified, and so far, I am not impressed.
Well, you know, you brought up a great point that he's got some big shoes to fill. A lot of famous graduates here from the All Pro Wrestling Garage. You know, Mike Modest, Donovan Morgan, Crash Holly are just some of the names that come to mind. And Mikey Jay, the newest member of the APW boot camp graduates. And, oh, look, he's got a pinning predicament there for Wrestling Personified, trying to make a statement for him here in his singles debut.
Something easily Rik Luxury is able to kick out of. And look at that. Rik Luxury showing Mikey Jay his exact place on the ladder.
Disrespecting Mikey Jay.
You see it as disrespect. I see it as showing Mikey Jay, the punk kid, Mikey Jay, exactly where he stands.
Well, you can hear the fans, folks. They are chanting for Mikey Jay. Mikey Jay, not Wrestling Personified Rik Luxury. And Mikey Jay finds himself slammed hard onto the mat, and there is some of that technical wizardry I was speaking about a few moments ago. Folks, don't go anywhere. We have to go to commercial break. Mikey Jay, big drop kick to knocks Luxury out of the ring. We'll be right back.
Do you have what it takes to become a pro wrestler? The APW Bootcamp Training School is accepting applicants for pro wrestlers, managers, valets, and referees. All Pro Wrestling home APW Bootcamp is where future legends are born. For the last 19 years, APW has been the leader in talent development. Top graduates include The Great Khali, Crash Holly, Spike Dudley, and Alyssa Flash. For your free brochure, call us at 510-785-8396.
Mikey Jay in control here in his singles debut, but gets hung up on the top rope right there. John Roberts alongside Matthew Thiel here on Gym Wars.
Yeah, during the break, Rik Luxury was stalling, breaking the count, coming in and out, getting his bearings about him, making sure that he's going to employ the right strategy against this APW Bootcamp graduate.
What are the keys to success and keys to victory, Matthew Thiel, for Mikey Jay here in his singles debut?
Get back on his feet and take it to Rik Luxury the best way he can. They spend an entire year, the APW Bootcamp students, on amateur wrestling. If he wants to impress anybody, he needs to out-wrestle Rik Luxury.
Well, there's some of the cheating that I was talking about, some of the slick maneuvering from Rick. He's been called Slick Rick in some circles. You saw him get the left boot up just in the nick of time to put Mikey Jay's face right into the toe of his boot.
You call it cheating, I call it employing the best tools that he has to make sure that he walks away with the victory.
Well, that's because you're a cheater yourself. I've seen you throw your golf
I'm
club in the ring.
offended by that. I am absolutely 100. You're going to hear from my attorney.
Freedom of speech, Matthew Thiel. Freedom of speech. Well, Mikey Jay making a name for himself early on here against Rik Luxury. Throws him hard into that turnbuckle, and Luxury's in trouble, but he brings Mikey Jay face first into the second rope, into the second turnbuckle. Maybe had a handful of tights to do so.
Just making sure that Mikey Jay was not going to use the corner to his advantage. It's illegal to wrestle somebody in that corner.
Well, a big right forearm, and now he's squashing his head like a melon in that top turnbuckle. And, of course, utilizing the referee's 5 count to its fullest advantage. And, of course, referee Sparky Ballard, the senior official here in All Pro Wrestling, right there to make the count. And Mikey Jay dropped with a neck breaker from Luxury. There's a lateral press. 1, 2. Only gets the 2 count that time here against the rookie.
The rookie Mikey Jay, so far he is not impressing me whatsoever in this match. Can you defend him, John Roberts?
Well, I got to understand where Mikey Jay's coming from, hearing the open challenge from Rik Luxury and deciding, you know what, I'm going to use this opportunity to make a name for myself. Big drop kick there again from Mikey Jay. Nice vertical leap on that drop kick and the one earlier in this match.
Now think about it, John Roberts. Think about the most recent APW Bootcamp graduates. Jody Kristofferson, Double D Dave Dutra, Matt Carlos. Do you think Mikey Jay has what it takes to beat like those gentlemen?
Well, so far he's taking the real internet champion to the limit with a nice side rush and leg sweep. And I'm pretty sure he does. He's putting on a great display here of boot camp training and showing all of his heart and fire here in this match. But now he gets set hard into that turnbuckle. Oh, and Rik Luxury looking for the hip toss. Instead, he gets countered. Monkey flip from Mikey Jay.
Mikey Jay using his height to his advantage there, leaping before Rik Luxury is able to execute that hip toss.
Well, you got polar opposites here in this match. You got the wiry young rookie in Mikey Jay, who is a cruiserweight. He flies around. He's got a little bit of speed to him, a lot of agility. And you've got Rik Luxury, who's a technical wizard and a 10.5-year veteran here in professional wrestling, the sport of kings. And I got to wonder, Matthew Thiel, do you think that Mikey Jay is going to pull it out here? I know you're pulling for Rik Luxury, but do you think Mikey Jay is going to pull out the victory?
I think that the odds are definitely against Mikey Jay in this contest.
But do you think that he can win?
No, I don't think that Mikey Jay can win this match.
Okay, now here's my other question. I know that you go and you scout the boot camp for new talent. Nice move from Mikey Jay. There's a cover, hook and leg. 1, 2. Could he have the 3? Only gets the 2. I know you go and scout new talent in the boot camp. Did you have your eye on Mikey Jay for the All-Stars?
Absolutely. I have my eye on everybody, but the number one thing that Mikey Jay needs right now is more mass, more bulk. He needs to hit the gym hard, and become bigger. If he weighed more than he did, he wouldn't be able to take such a vicious suplex from Rik Luxury like that.
Well, side suplex from Rik Luxury drops Mikey Jay on his head. What a vicious suplex as he starts choking out Mikey Jay in the center of the ring, utilizing once again that referee 5 count. And Rik Luxury, he's not seeing Mikey Jay. He's seeing Matt Carlos, the man who beat him for the actual Worldwide Internet Championship.
I guess officially, since Rik Luxury did pin Matt Carlos' shoulders to the mat, he was the recognized APW Internet Champion.
I said that Matt Carlos pinned Rik Luxury to the mat. You just said
I don't remember that. I don't remember that happening.
Well, I think you're still suffering from some of the brain damage from the beating you suffered at the hands of the Carnival of Shadows, which is still something that I like to watch.
That hurts me, John.
Well, Mikey Jay in trouble here. Luxury with that camel clutch a few moments ago. And now drops down, big right hand to the jaw. Classic Rik Luxury offense right there.
If Mikey Jay was watching footage of Rik Luxury, if it's classic, if it was vintage Rik Luxury, as you might have said, then maybe Mikey Jay would have been better prepared for something like that.
I didn't say vintage.
I heard you say vintage.
I said classic. Anyway, and there's Matt Carlos.
What is this?
Matt Carlos must have gotten in Rik Luxury's bag. He's wearing his sunglasses, his boas. It looked like Luxury was going to go for the Union Landing. Roll it by Mikey Jay. 1, 2, 3 count. He got it. Mikey Jay is the new real Internet Champion.
And your new champion, Mikey Jay!
No, stop talking. That is absolutely 100% ridiculous. How dare Matthew Carlos come out here and distract Rik Luxury like that?
Well, look at the eyes of Rik Luxury. Marcus Mack is beside himself as well. And I guess we had a special guest ring announcer for this match. Matt Carlos coming out and announcing Mikey Jay is the winner. Following the, albeit controversial win for Mikey Jay, the distraction by Matt Carlos.
I see a lot of punishment heading Mikey Jay's way from Rik Luxury in the future.
Well, don't go anywhere, folks. Our main event is coming up next. We'll be right back to Gym Wars.
Do you have what it takes to become a pro wrestler? The APW Bootcamp Training School is accepting applicants for pro wrestlers, managers, valets, and referees. All Pro Wrestling home APW Bootcamp is where future legends are born. For the last 19 years, APW has been the leader in talent development. Top graduates include The Great Khali, Crash Holly, Spike Dudley, and Alyssa Flash. For your free brochure, call us at 510-785-8396.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the APW News Break. I'm your host, Killer J. Matthias, and I'm here with some news for you. Just last week, we had the first match in the Best of 5 series between the Reno Scum and the Suburban Commandos. The Suburban Commandos pulled out a great victory, a convincing victory. Word has it, the Reno Scum is not going right after the second match immediately because they've got to recuperate. It's going to be a tough battle. We'll see what happens in coming weeks. And ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't stop there. APW keeps on getting more exciting. Because on March 26th, live, the APW Universal Heavyweight title is going to be on the line as the champion, Dylan Drake, takes on Corvus, the puppet master of the Carnival of Shadows. Corvus has won a battle royal to get his #1 contendership. And Dylan is looking over his shoulder because this guy is coming for blood. Let's see what the champ had to say about his upcoming match.
As I start my reign, my second reign as the APW Universal Heavyweight Champion, I've come to a realization that this dark cloud, this shadow has fallen over all pro wrestling. And I've realized that it is my job as the APW Universal Heavyweight Champion to punch a hole through this dark cloud and let the light shine through one more time. So in 2 weeks' time, Corvus and Carnival of Shadows, I'm putting you on notice. You and I are going to get into the ring, we're going to step in that ring, and we're going to be face to face. And when it's all said and done, you're going to look up into the sky and you're going to see something eclipsing the lights, and you're going to know that it's me and the entire Bay Area and all of the weight of all pro wrestling coming down on you and the Carnival of Shadows.
Strong words from the champion, but he's got his work cut out for him. Up next, here this week on APW Gym Wars, we've got a big main event between Big Country Jody Kristofferson and the British Messiah Timothy Thatcher. Now these two have a lot of history, culminating in Jody challenging the Messiah to a one-on-one match. Messiah accepted, but came up with a stipulation, the British Rules World of Sport match. I'm not sure Jody knows what that is, because I sure don't. Let's see how these two came to this point. They have a lot of bad blood. Let's see how that came about and hear from the competitors themselves.
Toby Reynolds in perfect position to see if Kristofferson wants to tap out. Kristofferson rolls over, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, gets the 3 count. Doing so, Thatcher has just flipped his lid and has got him locked in that Thatcher Stretch in the center of the ring. The bell is ringing, the match is over, in comes security.
This is just pure frustration. I think Thatcher knows exactly what I just said. He just got his signature move countered. This is the worst case scenario for Timothy Thatcher.
Is Timothy Thatcher going to tap out to his own finishing maneuver?
This is it, Thatcher. Look at Jody cutting him off. Cutting him off. Now Thatcher using Jody's counter.
Rolls him up. 1, 2. He's got his feet on the rope. Gets the 3 count, but his feet were on the second rope.
Wow. I cannot believe what I saw.
Today, Jody Kristofferson and the British Messiah Timothy Thatcher. Proper British rules. World of Sport, Marcus of Queensberry, however you like. Any way you slice it though. Today, Mr. Kristofferson, you're gonna scream, "I quit," and I'm going to start my march, which I started months ago before you derailed me, to become the All Pro Wrestling Universal Heavyweight Champion. Good luck, Mr. Kristofferson. God save the Queen.
Timothy Thatcher, in spite of everything that's happened, I still respect you. So I really hope that you don't go through cheating tactics again to beat me tonight. Everything has come down to this moment. It's my time to shine at APW. You know something? Everybody's been talking about how you might be taking me to school. You've been telling me how you might be taking me to school, how you're gonna take me to school. But I'm gonna show you a good old country beatdown. Because when that bell rings, I'm gonna be blazing with power for all 6 rounds. And Big Country is gonna pick up that win, and you're gonna be picking up your teeth if you try anything funny. Tim?
Definitely no love lost between those two competitors. Well, we've got to pay our bills and take a commercial break. But when we come back, it's on. Thatcher versus Kristofferson. We'll see you when you return.
5, 4.
If you would like to get involved behind the scenes with pro wrestling, we are looking for you. All Pro Wrestling is always on the lookout for talented interns in the areas of television production, including commentators, graphic design, and website design. We also have highly paid commission sales and marketing openings. For more information, email your qualifications and resume and tell us which area behind the scenes you'd love to be involved in. info@allprowrestling.com. Give us a call as well at 510-785-8396 or visit the website at www.allprowrestling.com.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. It's time for our main event. It's going to be British Rules World of Sport match between Big Country Jody Kristofferson and the British Messiah Timothy Thatcher.
I cannot wait for this match. I cannot wait for Jody Kristofferson to be embarrassed to the ring once again by the British Messiah Timothy Thatcher.
As we see the entrance of the British Messiah, and you got to think the rules in this match favor the British Messiah.
Introducing first, from London, England, weighing at 16 stone, the British Messiah, Timothy Thatcher.
And here are the rules for this World of Sport British Rules match. There will be 6 5-minute rounds. A closed fist is banned, and the referee may issue a yellow card for any rule infraction. 3 yellow cards, and you are disqualified. The winner needs 2 falls to win the match, either by pinfall, submission, or knockout. A round ends by time limit or by fall. You may not strike a downed opponent once contact is broken, and down competitors have a 10 count to get to their feet once contact is broken.
And his opponent, being accompanied by Double D, Dave Dutra from Brownsville, Texas, weighing at 230 pounds, Big Country, Jody Kristofferson.
And of course, I'm sure a lot of people at home are wondering why Double D is in Jody Kristofferson's corner. Each competitor is also allowed what they call a second to accompany them to ringside. They will coach them and help them out in between rounds.
All right, folks, well, we have to take a commercial break. When we come back, our main event kicks off.
Are you or your son or daughter celebrating a birthday soon? There's no better way to celebrate a birthday than to throw the birthday person a pro wrestling themed birthday party. We have several packages available, including renting our facility with a customized pro wrestling show. Bring your birthday cake and invite your guests to attend a private pro wrestling birthday party. If you are interested in having All Pro Wrestling be a part of your birthday celebration, give us a call at 510-785-8396 or visit the website at www.allprowrestling.com.
Matthew Thiel, it's time for our main event here on Gym Wars, British Rules World of Sport match between the British Messiah and Big Country, and I couldn't have selected a better referee myself for this contest than senior official Sparky Ballard.
Really?
Really?
A better official than Sparky Ballard?
He's the best.
How many times have I been out there at ringside managing the greatest talent of APW and had Sparky Ballard yell at me needlessly?
That's because you were breaking the rules.
So you say. I never break any rules.
Do I need to bust out the video?
Let's talk about, the rules in this match are incredibly different than a regular pro wrestling match. This is a World of Sport British rules match where closed fist striking is disallowed, and I personally cannot wait for Jody Kristofferson to get his 3 yellow cards for his closed fists.
I don't think those open hand knife edge chops are going to get him disqualified, and neither are those big forearms to the face.
Really, I think I just saw 2 punches, 2 closed fist punches by Jody Kristofferson right there in the corner.
Well, evidently they weren't, because Sparky Ballard was right there to see him, and
the crooked official Sparky Ballard. You're going to take his word for it, or you're going to take my word for it?
He's the senior official.
That doesn't mean anything. They call you the senior commentator, but that doesn't mean anything either.
Big right forearm from the British Messiah rocks Big Country. Another one from Big Country to the British Messiah. And Big Country is fired up. And down goes Thatcher.
Now remember, Thatcher has a 10 count to get back to his feet. An easy task, I assure you.
I don't know. He looked like he got knocked out by Jody. Timothy Thatcher in trouble here. Already up to 5 is Sparky Ballard's count. Of course, Thatcher, no stranger to British rules match. He's had them all up and down the coast, all over the world. And of course, he's even had one here in All Pro Wrestling against Mr. Wrestling number 4 that, might just be on youtube.com/allprowrestling.
Oh, I guarantee it is. Want to know why? Because I provided an additional second for Mr. Wrestling number 4 just before he made the wrong choice and didn't pick me as his manager.
Well, Jody Kristofferson down now in the center of the ring, and he has a count of 10 to get back to his feet. Of course, normally in a match, you would see Timothy Thatcher taking advantage of the downed opponent, going after him, but in this match, you cannot attack a downed opponent once you break contact with him.
That's because Timothy Thatcher follows the rules. He broke contact. He didn't go after Jody Kristofferson. This man knows exactly what he's doing in this match.
Now, Timothy Thatcher takes him down with one of those technical moves he knows and keeps contact with Jody Kristofferson and starts laying forearms and boots into Jody Kristofferson. That is 100% legal.
And I'm sure you're going to see that plenty of times in this match.
Well, Kristofferson sends Thatcher for the ride across the ring. Big sidewalk slam right there from Big Country. Well, Thatcher down after that sidewalk slam. These fans definitely do not want to see the man from Britain get the win. Strongly behind Big Country as you hear the USA chants. And, once again, the British Messiah not selecting a true second to accompany him to ringside. I remember ring announcing that match that we were just speaking about when he took on Mr. Wrestling number 4 in a British rules match, and he picked a security guard, one of our APW security guards, to once again accompany him to ringside.
That's Deontay Newsome. I've had my eye on that kid also. Good things on the horizon for the APW boot camp.
Well, there's a backslide from Big Country to the British Messiah. And now
the Thatcher stretch is laid in. Contact was not broken. Timothy Thatcher able to hold on to that.
But there's that counter, the roll-up from Big Country that we've seen him utilize before for a 3 count. Instead, this time it's only 2, and the British Messiah making sure, checking with the referee that it was only 2.
Counters like that are only going to work one time. Once you catch British Messiah by surprise, he is prepared for it every time thereafter.
Well, so far, no yellow cards issued in this contest. We're still in the first round of our 6 5-minute rounds here in our main event, World of Sport British Rules, between Big Country Jody Kristofferson and the British Messiah Timothy Thatcher. And so far, it's been pretty tooth and nail, just like this entire feud has been since day one.
Absolutely. These two have gone at it. Timothy Thatcher ignoring the bells, admittedly, and attacking Jody Kristofferson after a couple of matches. But you know what? It was well-deserved.
Well, some palm thrust there from Jody Kristofferson to the solar plexus of the British Messiah. But now a takedown, double leg takedown from the British Messiah, and just going after Kristofferson with that guard position, rubbing his elbow into the face. And there's the bell.
Round 1 has been declared a draw.
Are you or your son or daughter celebrating a birthday soon? There's no better way to celebrate a birthday than to throw the birthday person a pro wrestling themed birthday party. We have several packages available, including renting our facility with a customized pro wrestling show. Bring your birthday cake and invite your guests to attend a private pro wrestling birthday party. If you are interested in having all pro wrestling be a part of your birthday celebration, give us a call at 510-785-8396 or visit the website at www.allprowrestling.com.
All right, it's time for round 2. After round 1, we are still at a 0-0 draw after both men went the limit there in round 1, and there's no clear victor for round 1, so it is a draw.
I would say if I was going to be awarding points to this match, Timothy Thatcher would be well in the lead. He has out-wrestled Jody Kristofferson at every turn in this match so far.
I don't know. I think Big Country has taken Timothy Thatcher to the limit in Thatcher's own match.
Yes, it is Thatcher's own match, and that gives Thatcher a clear advantage over Jody Kristofferson. Remember, Timothy Thatcher wrestled these matches growing up in London, England. He knows how to work this match to his fullest advantage, and don't forget, he held the APW Worldwide Internet Championship for a year.
Well, there's a pinfall attempt by Big Country Jody Kristofferson off the test of strength. And you're right, it was a very impressive year-long reign as Internet Champion for the British Messiah, but that title reign has come to an end, and now he's trying to get into Universal Heavyweight Championship contention, and he's going to try to go through Big Country Jody Kristofferson, both men trying to get into contention for the illustrious Universal title.
And I have a great feeling that Timothy Thatcher is going to walk away with the victory and become a solid #1 contender for that Universal Championship.
Well, a rake of the face and a grip of the nose there by Timothy Thatcher. And now looks like he's going for the Thatcher Stretch on the other side of Big Country, trying to take out both arms.
Now, how is that shoulder for Jody Kristofferson feeling? He had it taped up for a number of weeks here at APW, and Thatcher, he continued to lay on the punishment. Is that shoulder 100% for Kristofferson?
Well, you know, so far he's not showing any signs of pain or any signs of fatigue in that arm. Even putting some pressure on it right there when he's trying to apply the body scissors to the British Messiah. Oh, but there goes the British Messiah. The technical magician is showing how he got that nickname and why he's become such a fierce competitor here in All Pro Wrestling.
The fans solidly behind Jody Kristofferson, the fools.
Why do you have to insult the fans every time we're on the air?
What do they cheer for Jody Kristofferson? Because he's a good old country boy. Woohoo, my daddy's a country singer. Yeehaw! I mean, other than that, what does Jody Kristofferson have going for him?
Well, you know, he puts on a great show here in the ring, and he's one hell of a competitor.
You say so. You know what he needs? The greatest mind in professional wrestling, I think, is what he needs.
You say everyone needs the greatest mind in professional wrestling.
Everybody does need the greatest mind in professional wrestling.
Well, I'd say so far Big Country's holding his own here, but a nice arm breaker there from the British Messiah, and now bridging over.
Bridge.
Nice bridge from the British Messiah, applying that wrist lock. Oh, but a counter from Big Country into a cover there, putting all of his body pressure on there and getting up on his tiptoes so that it made it almost impossible for the British Messiah to kick out. But he somehow finds a way.
He did. Timothy Thatcher kicked out of every pin attempt that Kristofferson has thrown at him so far. We've seen backslides and clever bridges and things like that you just saw on the tiptoes. But Thatcher always on top here with the arm wringer right there. You see it with your own two eyes.
Oh, but there's a counter for Big Country. Big scoop and a slam. from Kristofferson, but now starting to show some signs of fatigue in that shoulder.
Exactly. That shoulder is not 100%. This time he's not wearing the tape on it. He's trying to pretend like it's not bothering him, but I can see it in his face. I know that it is.
Well, a single leg takedown there from Kristofferson. Looks like he's trying to roll him over into a Boston Crab. Sits down, does so, and Thatcher's in trouble here. Is Thatcher going to tap out?
No, ring awareness. He was way too close to the ropes for that. Kristofferson needs to keep these things in mind. Timothy Thatcher knows where he is every step of the way. He needs to do moves like that in the center of the ring if he wants them to be successful.
Well, I wonder, Theo, if maybe if Jody couldn't get the full grip on that leg of Thatcher because of that injured left shoulder.
Irrelevant. Timothy Thatcher would never tap out to that.
You really think so?
I firmly believe that he would never do that.
Kristofferson with the roll-up. Only able to get a 1 count that time. Oh, but there's the arm breaker. Arm breaker trying to be locked in by Thatcher, but Kristofferson trying to fight out of it, fighting back with all of his might. And you see he's got the hands gripped and trying to keep control, but instead Thatcher gets on it and Big Country rolls to the bottom rope. Well, Big Country having the count of 10 to get back to his feet. Of course, Thatcher not able to strike the downed opponent, which you would think he probably would normally do.
I would say he would run over there and slap a hold on rather than strike him. Timothy Thatcher is a miraculous technical wizard.
Round 2 has been declared a draw. The rest period is now in place.
Do you have what it takes to become a pro wrestler? The APW Bootcamp Training School is accepting applicants for pro wrestlers, managers, valets, and referees. All Pro Wrestling home APW Bootcamp is where future legends are born. For the last 19 years, APW has been the leader in talent development. Top graduates include The Great Khali, Crash Holly, Spike Dudley, and Alyssa Flash. For your free brochure, call us at 510-785-8396.
And we're back following that reprieve as we begin round 3, and we're still at a dead even draw, Matthew Theo.
But look at the condition of Jody Kristofferson in comparison to Timothy Thatcher. Jody is dripping with sweat. He looks like he's in a world of hurt, and Timothy Thatcher looking as glamorous as ever.
I'm pretty sure some of that is water that was poured over his head to help cool him down by his corner man, Double D Dave Dutra.
If that's the story that you want to go with, John Roberts, more power to you, but I know what's really going on in that ring.
Kristofferson with the takedown, utilizing the arm. That's Thatcher's specialty, and Kristofferson trying to give him a taste of his own medicine.
Unsuccessful. It will be completely unsuccessful. Timothy Thatcher knows how to counter every one of his moves, so he can counter the counters that come his way.
Well, a wrist lock applied there by Big Country, showing some of his technical prowess here in this match.
Yes, Jody Kristofferson is a decorated amateur wrestler in Maui, Hawaii. Everyone knows this. We've been over it many, many times. But when it comes to amateur wrestling within the world of professional wrestling, Timothy Thatcher has him beaten every corner.
Well, you hear the Gym Wars crowd rocking hard behind Big Country. Big back elbows from Jody, and now a knee to the gut. Throws him all the way across the ring. Nice move from Big Country, but both men are down center of the ring, and now both men have to get back to their feet by the count of 10. You hear Sparky Ballard saying Jody is up. Now Thatcher needs to get to his feet as he's already at the count of 4. And finally back up to his feet. But Matthew Theo, I want to know, so far we've had 2 of our 6 5-minute rounds, and we're still at a 0-0 draw. Who do you have to win this match? Who is your favorite for this contest?
Timothy Thatcher, like I've been saying, the whole main event here. Timothy Thatcher has Jody Kristofferson's number.
Well, it looked like Jody Kristofferson had his number, but there's a counter from Thatcher.
Counter for counter, these men really have been standing toe-to-toe. I will give Jody Kristofferson that. He has been able to shrug off Timothy Thatcher, you might want to say, a little bit.
Well, these two have fought tooth and nail for weeks here on All Pro Wrestling Gym Wars, and this has finally come to a head. Big Country Jody Kristofferson issued the challenge to the British Messiah, saying, I want you one-on-one one more time in the center of the ring. And, well, the British Messiah saying only under one condition.
Roll up here by Jody Kristofferson, almost getting the pin, but no, Timothy Thatcher able to kick out like he's been doing this entire match.
Well, Kristofferson looked for the spear, missed, and this time he hits it, gets the 3, and Kristofferson gets the first fall.
Round 3 at 2 minutes and 55 seconds goes to Jody Kristofferson.
Let me see this rule sheet. That can't be legal. Contact was broken.
The rest period
right?
is now in place.
Well, now we'll have a 30-second reprieve, and after round 3, Kristofferson is in the lead 1-0.
Maybe I should go down there and talk to Timothy Thatcher, find out that was legal. That seems a little shady to me.
Well, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't appreciate seeing you suddenly appear in his corner, Matthew Thiel.
Timothy Thatcher and I are very good friends. What are you talking about?
I'm pretty sure he doesn't like you.
I don't know where you get your information from, John Roberts, but you're a lousy reporter.
Well, of course, now we've got this 30-second reprieve going on. Both men able to go to their corner and talk to their seconds.
Round 4.
There's the bell, and I think the look of desperation in the eyes there from Thatcher says it all. I think he's. What do you think, Thiel? He looks a little worried.
He doesn't look. That was a look of preparedness.
Kristofferson hooks the leg. 1, 2. Only gets 2. Almost got 3. If he gets the pinfall, it's over.
Timothy Thatcher is never going to allow that to happen. We are wrestling in Timothy Thatcher's kingdom in there right now. This is a World of Sport British rules match. Jody Kristofferson almost got himself a yellow card with that.
Well, he psyched out Timothy Thatcher.
No, you call it psyching out. I call it Jody Kristofferson not thinking clearly like he normally does and almost getting himself a yellow card and one step closer to a disqualification.
Well, you know, it's great to see a boot camp graduate like Big Country Jody Kristofferson excel the way he has here in the ring and to grow the way he has here in the ring, showing that, you know, he too can play mind games with the British Messiah.
Mind games have no business in that ring. When was the last time Timothy Thatcher played a mind game with Jody?
Well, there's a blatant right fist to the side of the head and a yellow card for Timothy Thatcher.
No, that is not true. He opened his fist at the last second there. Look at Timothy Thatcher. He is a perfect angel.
On Timothy Thatcher.
Well, Timothy Thatcher with a yellow card and now throws Big Country's shoulder first into the turnbuckle, hard into that metal post. And now applying pressure to the shoulder, trying to damage it once again. And, of course, Sparky Ballard right there to make the 5 count.
There, little by little, Timothy Thatcher is chipping away at the armor around Jody Kristofferson's shoulder, and he is primed. He is ready for the Thatcher stretch. And once he locks that in, that is 2 rounds awarded to Timothy Thatcher back-to-back in quick succession.
Well, of course, Big Country only needs one more pinfall, submission, or knockout to win this match, or Timothy Thatcher just needs to get himself 2 more yellow cards.
That's 2 more yellow cards for Timothy Thatcher. He didn't deserve that first one to begin with.
Well, there's a modified side rush and leg sweep from Thatcher. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, only gets 2. Thatcher only able to get the 2 count that time. And now the fans desperately trying to will Jody Kristofferson on.
Jody Kristofferson is there. His shoulder is weakened. He is in the exact state that Thatcher needs to take this one home.
Takes him down, trying to put in that Boston Crab, and does so. Thatcher is in trouble in the center of the ring. Says no to tapping out. Sparky Ballard right there to ask him if he wants to give up the match.
But you can see the pain in the face of Jody Kristofferson. This has to be killing his shoulder right now.
Well, he's sitting down with all of his pressure on the spine and contorting the legs of Thatcher, but Thatcher able to crawl to that bottom rope once again.
You can see it there. Jody Kristofferson trying to shake feeling back into that shoulder. Timothy Thatcher again has him primed and ready for the Thatcher stretch. All he has to do is get over there. Once they get back to their feet, all he has to do is get over there and lock that sucker in.
Well, both men are down as the referee gets to 5, and now both are up right at 6. vicious knees to the face by Big Country. Of course, those are still legal in this contest. The striking move that is not legal is that closed fist. Big belly-to-back suplex from Big Country. 1, 2. Could he get the 3? Only gets 2.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like I've been saying, John, Timothy Thatcher has this one in the bag.
Well, looks like Big Country maybe going for a front face lock instead with a right clothesline to the side of the face. And now a right forearm to the back. And a right forearm to the face. Did you hear the impact, Theo?
Stop giving me that look of disbelief, John Roberts. Timothy Thatcher is going to win this one.
Well, Big Country was looking for some signature offense. They're trying to bring now the one-man flapjack. Instead, countered, and looks like Thatcher's going for the Thatcher stretch, trying to lift that arm up. No, he's rolling him over. Unique pinning predicament. 1, 2, 3 count.
And it's all tied up. Timothy Thatcher gets that pinfall on Jody Kristofferson.
Round 4 is awarded to Timothy Thatcher by pinfall in 4 minutes and 31 seconds. The rest period is now in place.
Are you or your son or daughter celebrating a birthday soon? There's no better way to celebrate a birthday than to throw the birthday person a pro wrestling themed birthday party. We have several packages available, including renting our facility with a customized pro wrestling show. Bring your birthday cake and invite your guests to attend a private pro wrestling birthday party. If you are interested in having all pro wrestling be a part of your birthday celebration, give us a call at 510-785-8396 or visit the website at www.allprowrestling.com.
Welcome back, wrestling fans, and it's time for round 5 of this World of Sport British Rules match. As it stands right now, each man, Kristofferson and Thatcher, has 1 round of victory under their belt, but also Timothy Thatcher has 1 yellow card. If he gets 2 more, it's over and Kristofferson gets the win.
If I was Dave Dutra, I would just throw in the towel right now for Kristofferson. There's no way he's walking out of this round with a victory.
Which is something that could definitely happen if a second throws a towel in the ring. That not only ends the round, that ends the match. Well, there's a knee to the gut by Big Country. Both men fighting back and forth with forearms to the temple and chin area. Drop kick from Big Country. You don't see the big man leave his feet too often, but that time he does. Nice standing drop kick from Jody Kristofferson.
Did you say that Timothy Thatcher has no fans? You saw Deontay Newsom there. He was upset and angry that Jody was able to connect with that drop kick. You don't know anything about Timothy Thatcher, do you?
I know quite a bit about Timothy Thatcher, and there's a big headbutt from Jody Kristofferson. European uppercut from Timothy Thatcher's signature offense from the British Messiah.
British Messiah Timothy Thatcher throwing it just as hard at Jody Kristofferson. He smells that blood in that water, if you want to use that classic cliche.
Drop toe hold from Big Country, keeps contact, able to apply a hold there in the center of the ring, and Thatcher's in trouble once again.
Thatcher is not in trouble. I don't see him anywhere near wanting to tap out or submit to this move at all. All that Kristofferson is doing right now is providing Thatcher time to think about what he's going to do next.
Well, Thatcher gets to the bottom rope, which means that Kristofferson has to break the hold and break contact. And, as long as you keep contact in this match, you can stay in control. That's the way this match works.
And Thatcher knows how to do that. Believe me, John Roberts, I am not worried whatsoever about Timothy Thatcher in this match.
Belly-to-back suplex across the ring, but it looks like it woke up. Jody Kristofferson, belly-to-back suplex of his own. And it does the same for Timothy Thatcher.
The series of German suplexes from both of these men.
It looks like getting dropped on their heads is waking them up and firing them up.
Now, contact has been broken, but once they get back to their feet, Timothy Thatcher, he's clear, he's woken up, he's ready to go into this, I think.
Well, you can see Dave Dutra over in the corner trying to will on Big Country, trying to get him to get back to his feet. Big Country grabbing that second rope. Kristofferson gets to his feet. Thatcher is still down.
All Thatcher needs to do is slap on that Thatcher Stretch. He's ready for it. He needs this victory if he wants to challenge Dylan Drake for the Universal Heavyweight Championship.
Well, looked like he was going for a running headbutt. Instead, he gets German suplex into the turnbuckle.
That has to be illegal. Where is Jody Kristofferson's yellow card for using the ring as a weapon?
That's not against the rules.
That's why we need better officiating in there. If I was wearing the striped shirt in that ring, Jody Kristofferson would have 2 yellow cards for using his fists in the first round, and then here for using the ring as a weapon.
Well, Thatcher's in trouble. Sparky Ballard's up to the count of 8. If Thatcher doesn't get to his feet soon, he's going to lose. There is 9. And he just barely does it, Theo.
Back to his feet, Timothy Thatcher knows the rules of this match. He used those 9 seconds for a nice rest.
Well, the packed house here in the world-famous garage is in shock and awe. Here's Big Country has taken Timothy Thatcher to the limit, but there's a sleeper hold applied by Timothy Thatcher.
This is it. He's got it cinched in. He's got his body wrapped around Jody Kristofferson. There is no way that Kristofferson is going to be able to get out of this.
Well, Kristofferson looks like he's fading fast. He gets brought all the way over by Thatcher, and there it is, the Thatcher Stretch applied.
Beautiful. Have you ever seen anything more gorgeous?
I've never seen anyone take someone over with that maneuver. That was unique offense from the British Messiah, and now the Thatcher Stretch is applied. If Kristofferson taps, the match is over.
He's got it cinched in right there in the middle of the ring. Jody Kristofferson has a long way to go if he wants to get to those ropes.
Well, Thatcher has got Kristofferson fading fast. If his arm falls for 3 here, it's over. And it is. It does. Thatcher wins the round via knockout and wins the match.
In a 2-1 contest, the winner of the British Rules match at 4 minutes and 12 seconds, the British Messiah, Timothy Thatcher.
I said it again and again and again throughout this match that Timothy Thatcher was going to take it home, and he did, solidifying his place next in line after Corvus for the Universal Heavyweight Championship.
Well, folks, next week, huge matches announced. Levi Shapiro, the newcomer to All Pro Wrestling, takes on Double D, Dave Dutra.
Dave Dutra trying to get momentum back in his career after losing the Internet Championship to Mr. Wrestling number 4 a number of months ago.
Also, huge main event announced. Carnival of Shadows members Jekyll the Jester and your former client Blackwell take on Mr. Wrestling number 4 and Venice DeMarco in tag team action.
I don't know who to root for in this match.
Are you sure about that? Your silence speaks volumes, and there is the man who just won this match, and he is saying he wants his belt, the Universal title. He hasn't held it yet, but I think you said it best. He just made a huge name for himself in the title hunt picture.
Hey, we have Corvus going up against Dylan Drake for the Universal Heavyweight Championship here in a couple of weeks. I would say Timothy Thatcher is next after that.
Well, folks, we're just about out of time. There is the winner of the World of Sport British Rules match, Timothy Thatcher. And what a contest it was. Jody Kristofferson took him to the limit, but this time it went to the British Messiah. And there he is, showing some respect, some applause for Jody Kristofferson. For everyone here at All Pro Wrestling, for Matthew Thiel, John Roberts saying so long till next week.